Next up, at UFC Vegas 88, we have Josh Culibao taking on Danny Silva. Josh Culibao, 11-2 overall. He is 3-1-1 in his last 5. He's coming off a pretty one-sided loss to Lerone Murphy. He's taking on Danny Silva, 8-1 overall, 4-1 in his last 5. He's making his official UFC debut. Josh Culibao is a pretty solid striker. Very aggressive, pretty tough. He throws heat. He's always live for a knockout. He is willing to engage in a dirty, inside-the-pocket type fight. He's got no problem making ugly. You'll see that when I show the stats here in a second. He's got a negative striking differential. He's not much of a grappler, though. And while he does have solid takedown defense at 72%, he is 0 for 6 on offensive takedown attempts in the UFC. He's coming off that decision loss to Lerone Murphy, where he did survive an early knockdown, but just to get his ass kicked the rest of that fight anyway. He's taking on Danny Silva. Danny Silva is a good striker, clean technique, plenty of movement. He likes to invest in that body early for a late payoff. He doesn't have much in the way of offensive wrestling, but he does have decent takedown defense and a pretty good get-up game if he is taken down. He's not amazing at anything, but he's a solid striker who can wear you down and take a decision. And I was hoping when I saw this breakdown here, when I saw that this was the matchup, I was hoping we get some better odds on Josh Culibao, and they are starting to tighten a bit, which I do like to see. And I didn't base that off anything other than, well, he got his ass kicked pretty bad last time. And actually, 2 judges gave Josh 8-point rounds, meaning he got 10-8'd on 2 judges' scorecards. So I thought maybe there'd be some carryover, right? This sport is you're only as good as your last fight, and he wasn't very good in his last fight. But looks like people objectively looked at this matchup and like, yeah, Josh is the better fighter, which he is. Right now, he's a -186 favorite. The other day, he was -170, so it continues to go up and down. I think the initial line, people were like, nah, no way. And then now it's starting to creep back up. They look a little closer, like, yeah, he should be the better fighter. Danny Silva does have solid body work, good technique, but he's not dangerous at all, and he can be taken down if he has success on his feet. Meaning if Danny Silva's doing the right thing on his feet, maybe Josh could take him down, even though he's been pretty unsuccessful so far. Josh should be the better striker. Definitely the more dangerous of the 2 fighters. Josh is going to be the pick. What are you shaking your head for, Jakey boy?
What a lost soul you are sometimes.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Please make him the lock.
What a lost soul that you are sometimes. Listen, I love Josh Culibao. It's hard not to love a guy like Josh Culibao. I'm a fan of the way he fights. All his fights are exciting. You mentioned tough son of a bitch, right? Nobody's going to question the toughness of Josh Culibao. But what do we say about people who are tough, Angelo? What do we say about those people? That means they get touched. They have to prove that they are tough because they're getting put in positions that they have to be tough in. And I'm telling you right now that Danny Silva, I like this kid. Under Cub Swanson, which you know my dude Cubby. That's my dog, right? That whole camp is full of dogs. I like this Danny Silva guy. Came in his Contender Series fight, almost smoked the dude in the opening 30 seconds, chased the finish. Guess what? Didn't gas, stayed poised, stayed in the fight. Boom, 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 ripping body, boxing this dude's ears off. And if this fight turns into a nose-to-nose, toe-to-toe boxing match, Danny Silva's a better boxer than Josh Culibao. Danny Silva's a better boxer than Josh Culibao. Josh Culibao's got to do a dance around, stay at range, in and out, point fighting style. Guess what? That's not really how Josh Culibao fights. You mentioned it. He will bounce around, but when he gets in the pocket, and he will swing, and he has been getting hit. He finally got clipped. My dude Melsick was going to light that dude up, was lighting that dude up. And he slipped and fell into a random ass choke. Josh Culibao should be on a 2-fight losing streak. And I believe that Danny Silva's going to get in this dude's face. They are going to exchange in the pocket. And Danny Silva is the better pure boxer in this matchup. And I don't love Josh Culibao going to the takedowns. He can pressure against the fence, but I don't love his takedowns. Danny's going to be ready. The kid's going to be ready. I understand the odds tightening on this. I put a bet on Danny Silva plus 170, and people in the Discord were like, was that a real bet? And then the odds moved all the way to plus 140, back up to plus 165, whatever they are. But I like Danny Silva in this match. No disrespect to Josh. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Josh, but I like Danny to get it.
We're split here. Interesting.
Okay, here we go. I know where this is headed. Let me just get one step ahead of you. Here we go. Put the bet openly on here.
Yeah. All right. So let's bet openly it.
Here we go.
I do think Josh is just the better fighter. I think he's going to be bigger in the cage. I think he's the better striker. Yeah, he's willing to brawl, which is a problem. But Danny's not dangerous. You're making it sound like Danny knocks people out left and right. He's not.
Woo!
Okay.
Okay.
This will be a fun bet.
This will be a fun bet.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
That's the mood you're in?
That's the mood. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's play the copy game.
All right,
One of my little
let's do
daughters.
it. Oh.
Great.
Cool.
What happened? You're out of money in Bet Openly, aren't you?
They don't have. Oh, there it is.
As I say, the odds are right here. Like I put the odds on this slide.
Oh my God, it's the first fight listed too. It's almost like it's meant to be.
Well, they do it by start time.
They do it by most likely underdog to win. It looks like. I'm gonna put 200, which means you have to put 325 basically. Is that okay?
We're not doing it 200. We're doing 100. The most I'll put is 100. Don't be ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous for me.
Well, I'm only
So that
putting
means
100.
I got to put 60, so you can put 97 for your little baby wallet. It's creative.
$8,800 in DraftKings from Culibao. $7,400 in DraftKings for Danny Silva. I'm gonna probably fade Josh in DraftKings. Danny, $7,400. He's only worth it if I don't think he's worth it either, honestly, because I don't think he wins. And I don't think wrestling's going to be a factor. So then it's a striking match that he loses. He's not going to cover much of that salary. But if you're on the Jacob team and you think he wins and you think he lands in the pocket, as Jacob proclaims, then yeah, $7,400 in DraftKings is probably worth it. Are you going to spend that money?
Yeah, I am. Someone said Jacob. Oh, look at that. I like this kind of. Jacob was dead correct with the Rosenstruck winning the other week. I'm actually 4-0 in the last 4 main events. Angela, how you doing?
I just got this last main event. Oh, no, I got this last one wrong. Well, how you doing with Lock of the Weeks, though?
Oh, hold on. I had Ilya, right? And then you had Volk, okay. And then I had Roy Vol.
Yeah, okay.
And you had Moreno. That was right. And then I had Biggie Boy. Yeah,
sure.
And then I had, what was it? I had Sugar. And then,
yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Don't cry.
Money on
don't
all
fucking cry about it. Jesus,
yeah, I'm trying
man.
not to. Just holding back the tears.
Holy
I'm doing my
shit,
best.
You're crying out your ass and your fucking eyes.
I don't know what this narrative is coming from, but all right, we'll take it. If you do want to donate to the We Want Picks Fund, in return, you will unlock picks, bets, tools, round line leans, anything you could ever want heading into a fight week. It's only $10 a month. Just go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top, and we'll give you every single thing you could ever want or need for every single event in an entire month. That's 4 events, $2.50 per event. Per event.
Every time you say that out loud, I literally, if you're sitting there, like every time you say that out loud and I sit here and think about it, I'm like, a little absurd, honestly. For what we're providing, it honestly should be at least like $10 a week, like minimum, probably.
Oh, it should be, and in all seriousness, it should be way more money. Here's the business model, volume. We have over 3,000 premium members, and that's because we're at this price point. And to further that point, I'm keeping it at $10 forever, even as we add things, and we've continued to add things constantly. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm a spiteful, bury the competition kind of guy. I don't want anybody in this space to be able to survive. Nobody. I don't want anybody to be able to try to sell some trash Patreon that has some bets on it because they had a good couple of weeks. For whatever they want to sell for, because we're selling this for $10. It can't be the same world. You can't sell what you want to sell when I'm selling this for $10. That is literally the entire strategy behind all of this, and it's working, which is why we have over 3,000 premium members.
And I just want to be friends with everyone, so... just because Angelo's saying stuff doesn't mean that I think the same way. I
have no personal issues with anybody, but
I just want to be friends with everyone. I just wish we could all be successful and rich together.
I would just love to see. This guy asked about this statistic. Yes, this is per minute. It says per minute. I would love to hear somebody else's pitch and then explain how it could possibly be anywhere near the value that you get for hours. There's people that only sell the spreadsheet for freaking $10. It's crazy. Please raise it to $11.11 for good luck.
Raise it $10
super chat from Dr. What's ironic about this super chat is You could have super chatted 1111, but everybody likes nice round numbers, like $10.
It's pretty. You just click $4.99 or $9.99.
Oh, got it. My bad, Dr. Y. We appreciate you. Before you go, let me give you $50. Anybody who goes to wewantpicks.com/bets and signs up with any one of our affiliate partners gets $50 as a thank you. Use the link, sign up, make a deposit. We send you $50 as a thank you.